And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And how about we check the numbers for Anthony Davis?
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now we'll look at Dallas' starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Washington. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Morant against Dinwiddie. Davis looking for an opening. Over Jackson. And it's Davis missing. Bane against Thompson. Lets it go with the 3. A putback. It's good on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Dinwiddie finds Davis. Thompson outside. After a screen on Bane. Really left alone that time.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here now is Dinwiddie. After the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis puts it in.
Those long arms of AD help him on jumpers. He pretty much can't get to a shot because he's so long and extends on it.
Now here's Morant. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. To the paint. It's rebounded by Dallas. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Washington sends the pick for Dinwiddie. Takes the 3. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. It's Morant in the corner. Jackson down low. Dinwiddie covering. And Jackson gets it to go.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. They are playing some stingy defense and making shots difficult.
And they're a team you can't send to the free throw line because, Greg, of their incredible percentage. Dinwiddie against Morant. Dinwiddie outside, looking to end the run. Dallas no good that time either.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock you down.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Davis with a screen on Morant. Dinwiddie for three. That one good for two.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautifully.
Here's Morant. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. Davis against Jackson. Back to Morant. And the rejection by Gafford. Dinwiddie outside. Thompson outside. Dinwiddie a screen on Bane. Nice shot by Thompson.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon. One of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Now here's Morant. Down low. Here's Jackson. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Thompson passes to Gafford. Shoots a fader. Davis. Grizzlies with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
That's good from Morant. Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Now, here's Washington. He has yet to score. 4 on the clock. For the screen on Morant. Offensive rebound. Here's Davis. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in.
AD just shoving past the inside contact that time. Powerful move getting it done.
Morant passes to Bane. Jackson against Davis. Pass to Edey. That three off the mark. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Here's Gafford. Now here is Davis. Driving the lane and finished off by Davis.
When Davis is driving with momentum behind him, watch out below.
Pass to Edey. Now here's Bane. He's covered by Thompson. Jackson setting the pick here for Bane. Here's Edey. Here's the three. And there's Bane. That's good on the assist by Jackson.
This is why you got to stay up on Bane or pay the price.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Santi Aldama's checked in for Wells. Christie, he's checked in for Dallas. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. In third, the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Outside, Davis. Gafford is screen on Jackson. Davis, the pass to Gafford. Here's Aldama, defended by Christie. Morant outside. Pass to Bain. Launches it. Rebounded by Gafford.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Still scoreless. Here's Davis. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Here's Bain. That shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. And it's Davis with the jam.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Morant. Here's Edey, covered by Gafford. Edey gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
The first one falls. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates.
No good on the second free throw. You know, Clark, I've been wondering your thoughts on the possibility of the NBA shortening the season in an attempt to mitigate injury.
Look, Kevin, I've long been a proponent of a shorter season. I think 65, 66 games, 1 month less on the regular season would be great. We know load management did decrease injury rates, so I'm not sure a shortened schedule would either, but I do know it would improve the quality of play for the players, and I think that would be beneficial to the fans.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, DA. Thank you. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Thompson outside. Got a piece of it. Morant with the steal. And finished off by Morant.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Thompson. He has 6. Can they get it? And he's good on the 3 ball. Thompson's got 9 points.
And uses his handle and great feel for the game to execute the pick and roll there. What can't Thompson do?
Here's Kennard. 6 points for him. Morant outside. Here's the floater. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thompson looking for an opening. Lively finds Williams. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here is Bain. had 19 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. The shot's good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Williams, still without a basket. Chalk up 2 there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Dalla. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morant with a terrific move in the bucket. And 12 points for John Morant.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Williams. Davis with a screen on Morant. Williams passes to Lively. Thompson up top. Shot clock at 5. Drills it from outside. 12 points for him.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Santi Aldama. Pippen is out there with Kennard. And there's Jackson. And it's Huff in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Kennard's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at punting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the score by Dallas. Here's Huff, lively defending. Kennard for 3. Rebound by Marshall.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
Christie the pass to Marshall. It's stolen by Aldama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And they're ranked in the top half of the league in terms of points off turnovers. This means they're finding ways to capitalize on other teams' mistakes.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one is off. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Mavericks trail by 9. Now Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shoots over Pippen. That one off the back iron and out. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Aldama passes to Pippen. Here's the screen to the inside. Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And anytime Jackson gets near the rim, it's pretty much a done deal.
Here's Christie. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers.
Yeah, but he was the ultimate two-way player. Defensively, also doing a great job. A couple blocks in that game as well.
Just 5 on the clock. Dallas moving the ball around. Washington, that's for 2. A new 14 for the Mavericks. And there it is for him.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Pass to Wells. On the wing, Jackson. He's covered by Washington. Jackson gets the bucket.
And how about the strength of Jackson there? Uses it whenever he's going up inside and fighting through the contact.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. With 1 game to go, let's take a look at how the final seeding will look out west. As you look at Memphis, they're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, Dallas, down 4 spots from them.
And for the Grizzlies, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Now here's Williams with the fadeaway. The rebound by Pippen. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Huff. Lively defending. Outside Pippen. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Christie. Dallas, no good that time either.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
They get it back. A nice shot by Huff.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Here's Lively. Here's Williams. Back to Lively. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Huff. Now Kennard. Puts up a 3. And Lively pulls it down. Now here's Marshall. He's covered closely. And the shot is good. Williams has got it back down to single digits for the Mavs.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact. But, boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Huff passes to Jackson. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Christie can't make it.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pippen with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Huff. Back to Pippen. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Now, Lively. Williams with the ball. At the top of the key, Marshall. Lively against Pippen. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Puts up a deep three. Christie can't make it. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Back to Kennard. Williams comes with a double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
Now, here's Marshall. 23 points for him the last game against the Lakers.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
Memphis has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Bane comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Marshall. Thompson, he's checked in for Christie. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Williams. Now, here's Wells. He's covered by Washington. Pass to Aldama. There's a screen by Aldama. Here's Wells. And again, Memphis no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Davis inside. Guarded by Morant. And it's Davis missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Bane. 14 points for John Morant. Dinwiddie kicks to Washington. Morant against Dinwiddie. Outside, Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Gafford. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Bane against Thompson. And here is Bane. He's got 5 from deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
And, you know, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
Throw good, Davis.
When you talk about two-way impact on a game, AD might be the top guy in the league. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a menace on defense with that length and timing. And offensively, he can carry a team.
And both free throws good for Davis. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. There's Morant. 14 points for him. And they double up Morant. There's a screen by Aldama. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bane. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And let's look now at the group of young players that have been locked in from the charity stripe. Your leading rookie free throw shooters of the past month. Mavericks trail by 4. Dinwiddie with it. Still yet to score. Outside, Davis. Davis doing his thing inside.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
Morant passes to Huff. Dalla with the ball. Davis is there. Here's Bane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the guy knows how to score. Bane manipulating the D there to his advantage.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
And what you love about Bane is just how hard he works. His drive to keep getting better on display.
Edey's checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And Bane drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Here's Wells after the Mavericks pick up 3. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Nothing on the board. And here is Davis. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Now here's Wells. He's guarded closely, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Jaren Jackson. Putting up about 22 points per, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Thompson up top. Dinwiddie sets the screen for Thompson. Great open look there. Thompson's got 14 points for the game.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Wells. Now here's Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edey can't hit. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Washington kicks to Dinwiddie. Thompson for 3. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
Here's Morant. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Pass to Davis. 13 feet away. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason, a hard-fought first half. How do you assess the game so far?
We're going to need everybody. And the one thing we got to do is we can't settle. We got to keep attacking and get the ball in the paint.
Use that length to your advantage. Thanks, Jason. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Greetings all, halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
I hate what they're doing on defense. Giving up too many gimmies, it makes me mad just watching it.
And I've seen you on the golf course and the hardwood track. Gimmies are the only shots you make.
And now as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
When I look at Dallas, they're right around where we expected them to be at this point. Nothing to be ashamed of. They've had some great wins. And now they know exactly what they need to work on to become contenders next year.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Memphis leading. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Edey. Stolen by Washington. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Gafford against Morant. Puts it up from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. Memphis has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Pass to Wells. And here's Morant. Dinwiddie covering. Clock at 6. Here's Edey. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Edey's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Grizzlies. Dinwiddie passes to Washington. Now Davis. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 5 rebounds tonight. 14 feet away, and it's Memphis with another.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
Now here's Thompson. 17 points in the game. Fires the 3, and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Najee Marshall.
And it's really been a nice trend for him over these last several months. He's been steadily improving in terms of his scoring output. That extra production making him more valuable the further we get along in this season.
Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Bain, no good. Mavericks trail by 5. Davis dishes to Dinwiddie. Pass to Gafford. Here's Davis. Edey with the rebound.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 6 rebounds in the game. To the paint. Back to Davis. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Good. Morant's got 23 points.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And let's use this break to bring up the top scoring teams in the league so far this season. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Second, the Grizzlies.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Gafford kicks to Washington. Back to Dinwiddie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
To the middle. Here's Heaney. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And it's a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And the wing Davis. Trying to end the drought, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You know, those are the plays Davis is capable of making. He's confident, and he keeps getting stronger with every passing day.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. The Grizzlies leading by 6. Pass to Edey. And here is Wells. Hands it from downtown. Wells has got 6.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Now here is Davis. 20 points for him. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Morant outside. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 9. Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Watching Davis do work like this is special.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Bain passes to Wells. Here's Morant. 5 to shoot. Here's Heaney. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trail by 8. Pass to Washington. Now Davis, guarded by Jackson. the contact, Anthony Davis.
His ability to dominate games is what makes Anthony Davis a top-tier player.
Like we were just talking, P.J. Washington has improved his defense, hasn't he?
He really has been intentional about getting better at that end of the floor. And, you know, he always had a good foundation for potentially being an outstanding defender, but then he put the work in. You know, he does a great job with his positioning. He's got excellent positional size, and because of all of that in his work, he's a versatile defender now that can make an impact at that end of the floor.
Two shots.
And he makes the first.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Left side, Davis. Dinwiddie kicks to Washington. Pass to Davis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Zach Edey. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the Mavericks with possession here. 8-point game. Screen by Gafford. Down low. Out to Thompson. Lets the three fly. Do not leave Clay open.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Dallas shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Mavericks also with a sub. Williams is checked in. And both free throws good for Davis. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Morant scanning the floor. Left side, Jackson. Williams against Morant. 5 on the clock. And that one drops. Morant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Williams passes to Washington. Back to Williams. Dallas moving the ball around. Thompson for 3. And it's Morant with the rebound.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Pass to Jackson. Outside, Bain. Inside, here's Edey. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And checking out the stats for John Morant. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable, averaging about 27 points per, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
That's good from Morant.
Now an all-NBA caliber talent, Morant still feels like he has room to improve.
A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Anthony Davis. Christie subbed in for P.J. Washington. And he makes the first but misses the second. Mavericks trail by 10. Christie kicks to Williams. The three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Edey. Morant outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Mavericks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Free throw good, Christie.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
And Christie drops them both. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Dalla. Here's Jackson. Here's Edey. Lively defending. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
And for the team scoring numbers, not a strong point for them this year. Top 20 in the league. They could use a little bit better ball movement and a lot more focus.
And I did want to bring up their field goal percentage again, Greg. You can't have good shooting without good ball movements, and they've been terrific in that regard. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Buff's jacked in, and it's Kennard in for Bain. Here's Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 8 points for Williams.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Morant.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Thompson. He's got 20. Pass to Williams. Front past the arc. Connects from three-point range. Williams has got 11 points.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Jackson has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 11.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Williams. He's got 11. Lively sets a screen for Williams to the inside. And finished off by Lively.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut to just 5 on the basket from Thompson.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots tend to look easy for Thompson.
Morant against Williams. And then Morant slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Here's Christie following the score by Memphis. Right side, Williams. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Memphis leading by 7. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Now Thompson. Lively a screen on Kennard. Thompson from long range. Hits it from three-point range. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Pippen is out there with Desmond Bain. Then there's Wells. Then it's Santi Aldama. And it's Huff in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Pass to Bain. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And with the body to absorb contact, Bain also has the balance to finish.
Edwards, he's checked in for Martin.
First team foul. At the line for Memphis. Desmond Bain. Shooting 1.
One shot.
Mavericks trail by 9. Now here's Hardy. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Oh, man, carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
At the line for the Mavericks. Hardy. At the line for 1.
Free throw good. Hardy. And so here's Memphis. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pippen, the pass to Huff. Pass to Bain. To the paint. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Marshall passes to Christie. Now here's Hardy. Latre. Here's Christie. Pass to Hardy. Lively a screen on Bain. 5 to shoot. Lively with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding. Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
Lively, 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one misses. Memphis leading by 5. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Pippen kicks to Bain. There's a screen by Aldama. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Christie against Bain. Pass to Hardy. Pulls it from the elbow. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
And it's good for 2. And that's 12 points for Desmond Bain.
And Bain likes using his strength on those physical plays, proving just how tough he is.
Hardy passes to Lively. To the right side. Now here's Hardy. Defended by Pippen. Grizzlies with the rebound. Up top, Bain. Defended by Christie. Bain, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Down low. And finished off by Lively.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Pass to Huff. Now Bain. Pippen sets a screen for Bain. Again, the miss by Bain. Here are the Mavericks now. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Christie. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And the Mavericks lead by 1. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these 2 teams are really equal.
Aldama with the ball. Edwards defending. Here's Pippen. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now here's Hardy. Here's Christie. Pass to Hardy. And here is Marshall. Pels with the steal. Outside, Bain. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Aldama inside. Count that bucket. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Drains the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Huff. Aldama with the ball. And Payne puts up a deep three. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
And here's Hardy. Pass to Christie. Outside Edward. Fires the three. Another three for Dallas.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pippen outside. Now Payne. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Lively the pass to Marshall. Now Lively. Here's Hardy. Offline from the top of the key.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving, get something better. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Now here's Hardy. The shot's good from Christie.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. But Grizzlies call timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Teams changing it up here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Edey. Morant outside. And then Morant crams it in.
And the agility, the hops, Morant just explodes off the floor.
Dinwiddie against Morant. Thompson outside. Here's Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle, here's Wells. A rebound by Washington.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
They get it back. Got a hand on it. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Pass to Washington. Dallas moving it around. Dinwiddie for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, I like seeing Dinwiddie get going from deep, guys. I mean, this is now a reliable shot in his arsenal.
Now here's Morant. Puts it up from 15. Jackson misses. The Mavericks leading. Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Agini picks one up.
You know, when trying to defend Davis, the combination of size and quickness he has is a problem. Hard not to foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Rebounded by Gafford.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
Here's Morant following the basket by Anthony Davis. Dinwiddie against Morant. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Inside, it's stolen. Now here's Wells. Not a lot of room. Morant against Washington. Outside, Bain. A 3-pointer, no good.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Now, here's Washington. Gafford sets the pick for Washington. And Gafford throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Morant outside.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Josh Morant. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. Both free throws good from Morant.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Jackson against Davis. Over Jackson. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Wells. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the deep.
Now here is Davis. And they'll get another chance. Dinwiddie against Morant. Dinwiddie passes to Davis. Another shot. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Thompson against Bain. To tie it up. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Yeah, how about the bucket to tie with the D just all over him. The free throw to give them the lead. Just a fantastic play all around.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. .41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Davis. It counts. And the foul. That's on Jaren Jackson.
No question about it. The touch is with Anthony Davis.
That one falls for Anthony Davis.
A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kinds of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
The Grizzlies call timeout. What do you think we're going to see here?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
.36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Morant missing. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's tightly guarded. Down low, Davis. It's in!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It counts! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Payne for 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. AD, close game. Congrats on the win. What would you say the mood of the team is?
Feel great. You know, we knew it was going to be a tough game for us. You know, they made a lot of tough shots. You know, and we just wanted to defend. You know, I think Coach called some great plays for us. We made some big-time stops. You know, we came out with the win tonight.
Hey, man, thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Klay Thompson.